Tuvalu now, which is a welcomed relief. Everything downstairs is really wet. All the bedding's wet.
We've been getting hammered by storms constantly. This is like 52, 53 in what, 23, 24 days we've been out now from
Hawaii.
From Hawaii. The first week was amazing. These past 2 weeks have been a real testing sail.
Like we'll get 5 or 6 squalls a day.
At least. Yeah, at least we've had 5 this morning, man. I had the best squall last night. This morning at 2:30. That was cool. Not.
I was on watch and all of a sudden the boat swung around from 210 to 140 and I went, oh shit. And I went downstairs and grabbed Sim. I'm like, Sim, I think you might have to adjust Charmaine. And he came out and he's going, oh my God. We had 40 plus knot winds. It was just insanity. So Sim was holding on for dear life. He had to steer it with the tiller. Charmaine couldn't do it.
Well, I didn't want to swap the paddles over to the smaller paddle. I got to hang off the back of the boat and then take this big paddle off and put a small paddle on.
Meanwhile, there's thunder and lightning just everywhere.
I was like, nah, I'll just hand steer. It lasted about 40 minutes, I think. I was freezing cold. The best part about it is when the breaking waves came over the back of the boat. The water's so warm, it's got to be 30 degrees. And the rain's freezing cold, so I was just shivering. The nice warm water would blast up off the ocean. It was nice. Yeah.
3 hours to go.
3 hours to go, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, 4 hours, 4 hours or something.
We just want land.
We got into this storm to contact. I'm sure we'll have a few more of those before we drop anchor at this atoll.
Everyone was telling us that this stretch of our trip was going to be the milk run, but it's not. Full stop, it's not.
Yeah.
It was so much easier from Canada down to the coast of Mexico and across to Hawaii. That was a walk in the park compared to this.
Yeah.
This has been harrowing and frightening.
Yeah.
For the most part. Now the sun's shining. That's a plus. Apparently there's 2 bakeries in Tuvalu and they have a fresh fruit market.
Oh.
So we can go there and get some fresh fruit. We've got some rice to trade with them. So we're looking forward to that. There's a school and we've got a few school books. And some pastels for the kids.
Crayons.
Crayons.
Same shit.
No.
Swell's died down a bit from last night, but it's still big enough. So we've got another storm not too far off. What do you reckon, little Petrel? Should we take the mainsail down? I think we should take the mainsail down. I'll have to go and wake up Sim.
this one, you'll quite often get a whole flock of birds flying out of it or just trying to maintain speed, getting in front of it before it actually hits. We have a little petrel bird. He got in early. He came flying. It didn't even look like much of a storm, but he came flying from that direction about an hour ago. And he's just chilling. He opens his eyes and has a little look around when there's thunder, but he's just getting a good rest now. But, you know, occasionally you'll see 60 birds or something flying at the forefront of the storm, getting out of its wake. Pretty full on. But he's the only bird we've seen come out of this, so maybe they all took refuge elsewhere earlier. Here we go. It'll be upon us soon.
I think he's the cutest bird I've ever seen. Look at the way he does that with his head. You can see how tight he is. His eyes keep on closing. He's been on watch all day.
Little birds being so brave out there. I got scared of the lightning though.
The thunderstorm is right on us, and it's terrifying, I guess. We're doing 7 and 8 knots under just the storm jib. We've got the motor going and we're surfing down waves. The motor's just kind of taking the ease out of the wind, I guess. We've just got an idling. It's absolutely teeming down. The water's just flooding in the companionway, even though I've got it all locked up. I'm counting between the flashes and the booms and this next one. I've seen that one, the huge fork lightning about a mile behind the boat. So this next couple of ones, let's hope it doesn't come near us. Like I said, it's pretty unlucky to get hit by lightning, but it's fucking possible. Because I'm super jammy. That's a big one. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5. I think the show's over. I think that's it. The rain's just eased off. It's a little drizzly, but there's quite a few of them around mine. There's probably several around. I've got a few stars up there now, but yeah, I think we'll turn the engine off and go to sleep for a few hours, wait for the next one. There's not much you can do anyway, you know. So Show's over. This week we've done 1,000 miles.
Okay.
In a week.
Okay. In the beginning it was fun having squalls come through, except now they're so frequent that it's just exhausting.
What's that?
We had a massive storm last night.
Why is that road blasting around?
Don't know.
Wow, man.
What's it off?
Something Italian. You need to steer. Push this one over towards my side. Thunderstorm, local squall. It's kind of over. It's no big deal. Somehow, nearly every time we get these storms, we try to fluke it, and we end up escaping the front by motor sailing with a storm jib, and half of it passes over to port, another half passes to starboard. Like, you can see how bad it is over here, and it's kind of gone over this way, and then look, there's a bit of a gap here, and then it's bad on this side. It's like we're going to try and aim for here, right? So it does make a difference. You can actually do pretty well just skipping in and out of some of these storms. Is it fun? It was fun in the beginning, but now it's just tedious. Both Bear and I didn't have any sleep last night because of the huge storm that we had last night. I got to adjust the head sail here. I don't mind having the storms during the day. At least you can see what's going on and which way to point the boat. It's the big storms we get at night time that can really test your patience, right? It's nice if I showering with all that salt. 20 days of showering in a saltwater bucket. It's nice to have some fresh water come over you now and again. I think I can put Charmaine on now. We've taken down our American flag and we're going to put up this flag, or this dishcloth. It's called a Q flag. It stands for quarantine flag. It's going to be a square yellow. We don't have one, so we're going to use this dishcloth. Hopefully it does the job. That's kind of it, really. This part's gone this way. We're aiming for this centre part, and the rest of the storm went around us this way. We kind of cut it in the middle again. Like I said, we've been really lucky with the storms. Our big head sail's shredded, so that's that gone. About 200 miles north of Tuvalu. We've got enough fuel to motor that distance, pick up some fuel there. We might, I mean, ideally we want to sail, right? But if the wind's up and down all night and we can't fly the mainsail because of the frightening of squalls coming through all night, then we'll just motor sail with a storm jib and a jib. Easier to manage, easier to take down in case of a big storm comes through. Anyway, onwards and upwards. You think Penelope would like some peanut butter on its muesli this morning?
No, in regards to the storms.
There's a storm coming. I wonder what Penelope would do.
Penelope said to put 2 reefs in the main.
Probably not a bad idea. Oh, it stinks. I opened it yesterday. Bigger than others.